is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, yes, to quote all the insufferable Instagram posts with crashing waves in the background, my cup is full today.
Is it, Swanee? This is good, though.
Yeah, it is. I had a beautiful weekend. My eldest son turned 15 and it was full of family and eating and entertaining and presents and kisses on faces, and it was a gorgeous weekend.
Did he get given a good fragrance? I was thinking of him over the weekend.
Yes, he did. You know, he collects fragrances. Before anybody tells me that it's bad parenting, it's his thing, and he got 3 new fragrances.
How exciting.
I don't know what they are, but one was from my best friend and one I bought, 2 I bought on behalf of his brother and sister. So yes, he's very, very pleased, and he smells amazing.
Elite.
How was your weekend? You've been completely live musicked out
Haven't
for the last
I?
few weeks.
Saw Christina and Jess Malboy and Nat Bass on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then obviously last week I saw Robbie Williams as well.
Yes, let's talk Robbie Williams actually. Call me and say g'day. I've got a Priceline voucher for you because me and Jack disagree on a performance style. Robbie Williams, the general consensus is an amazing performer, no doubt about it.
No doubt.
A total showman. But this tour, and I think the one before, he spent a lot of time talking in between songs, giving insights into his personality and his life and jokes and stories. And I love that.
Look, it's interesting and he's had an incredible life. But bro, that's why you've done a Netflix doco. We can listen to that on Netflix. When I'm paying to see you, I want you to sing to me.
No, I want you to talk to me. Are you with Jack and you prefer your artist to just get out there and sing, or are you with me and you want the full experience? Talking is fine.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Speaking about Robbie Williams, he is touring the country at the moment. Which cities has he done? He's done Melbourne and Sydney.
Yes, he was in Adelaide yesterday, I think.
Right. So there's been a lot of opportunities to see him and to hear his stories, and I'm all for that. He is a true showman, but I love the stories in between. I'm hoping that if Adele ever comes to this country, that she doesn't really sing very much. I just want to hear her life stories. I want to hear about her son, her new husband.
No, but Swanee, that's a different show. That's an evening with. So
Yes.
that's what they need to sell it as. When I'm going to Robbie or Adele, I just want you to sing back-to-back banger.
No, you get the best of both worlds with Robbie. What do you think, Mandy? Do you want him to talk or do you want him to shut up and sing?
Oh, hi, Chrissy. Yeah, I've seen him every time he's been to Melbourne over the past, my goodness, how many years. But, yeah, I didn't think it was his best concert. I think he did too much talking and almost...
Oh, that's the ghost of Robbie.
Mandy, you still there?
Cutting her off.
I felt like the audience were his therapists.
Yes.
Yeah, more singing next time, Robbie, please.
Oh, Mandy, even though it's a controversial opinion, you get a Priceline Pharmacy voucher. Susan, what do you think?
I disagree with the previous caller. I actually loved this concert. I thought it was fantastic. You got the crowd up dancing, audience participation, talking to the crowd, getting them to interact, etc. And as well as the singing.
I think it depends, Susan, on the artist. Like, a lot of them are pretty boring. Like, I don't want to hear... I don't know, Marshmello. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear what's been going on behind the scenes with him. I just want him to sing his music. But Robbie, that's an interesting guy.
Exactly. He's got so much to tell and so many stories to tell. It's just so interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Mary, are you Team Jack or Team Chrissy?
I'm sorry, Chrissy, I'm Team Jack.
Oh, you don't like the stories.
Oh, well, I watch Netflix, and he's doing a movie that comes out next year, and, you know, you go to see him sing and dance and interact with the crowd, not his story. You've already heard it on Netflix, so...
Were you doing stuff like the people you went with, were you like eye-rolling and going, God, shut up and sing, man?
Yes.
You were! I love it. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Let's finish with you, Brett. What do you think?
Yeah, sorry, Christy, I'm with Jack as well, mate.
Really? Shut up.
He's showing his age. Like one of the previous callers, I've been to all of his shows every time he's came out, and he was a lot more entertaining. But And on that too, I'd much rather go to a concert and just hear Robbie Williams songs, not go and hear him sing covers.
I mean, look, I can go one step further, and it's a terrible admission. I'd rather sit at home in my bed and listen to it on a streaming service.
This is why you you shouldn't weigh in, Swanee. Hey, that's a good point though, Brett. He did a lot of covers, Swanee.
Did he?
It's like you've got your own bangers. Sing them.
Oh, God, everyone sounds very disappointed in Robert.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's Chrissy time at Priceline Pharmacy, and you're sure to find a little something for everyone, from fragrances and gifts to a new party look. Give great gifts, feel fab, and love paying less. That's the Chrissy spirit.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm full of rubbish information. But I tell you what wasn't rubbish was Christina Aguilera's Only Australian show. She hit the stage on Saturday night. Amid torrential rain. There was a delay, about half an hour, but
Yes.
she made it out. I wasn't there because, as you know, I don't leave the house. But, gee, I wish I'd seen her.
She was amazing. And Swanee, I know you shouldn't say this about people, but it's as if she just hasn't aged. It's like she's been in a freezer. The vocals, the dancing, like her look and glam, she was just phenomenal.
I saw little bits on Instagram, which is where I get all my information.
Obs.
And the runs. I mean, she really made runs famous. I could listen to an entire podcast about her talking about runs. But have a listen to this one. This is live. It is beautiful, the song, which is magnificent. Have a listen to this.
I am beautiful in every single way.
How feeble do the audience sound?
Yeah.
In every single way.
I am beautiful in every single way.
She forgot the words there. Yes, she did.
I wasn't sure if she was trying to do one of those
No.
moments where they change the timing of the lyrics.
No,
or...
she forgot the words. But we'll forgive her because listen to this. Ain't no other man. Listen. Oh, my God. What? Oh, what a gift.
Incredible.
Sing it. Was it just amazing, Jack?
It was. And by that point, everyone was really ready for her because we'd watched Nat Bass kill it. Jess Malboy did an incredible job. So then when Christina finally came on, even though everyone was so wet and in the rain,
Yes.
everyone just lost their mind. And delivering runs like that. And that wasn't the only time she did that. Every second song or third song, there were runs.
She can't help herself. And what a night of lady entertainment.
Right.
Jess Malboy also hit the stage. I saw a bit of that. That looked amazing. She looks amazing at the moment. She's like something from Mad Max with that red hair, and she just looks incredible. I did read a very alarming article about Jessica Malboy on the weekend saying that in the upcoming tours, she's doing national tours, she is considering dropping Burn. What?
Silly decision, Jess.
This is starting to burn. I always said my favourite time to sing that is just before the UTI hits. So when I'm in the toilet and then you do a wee and it's like, oh no, I don't have it. And then, oh, call me a doctor. This is starting. She sang that song, didn't she?
She sure did.
At the show.
And speaking of runs, Swanee, Malboy also gave us one.
Bloody love that woman. I
Same.
bloody love her. She's also saying she's going to drop Running Back. Stop it. Jessica, if you're listening to me, call me. I need to have a word.
She's doing that thing where they get over their original work, but it's
you can't.
you can't. That's why we love you.
You can't. But Billy Joel is always going to sing Piano Man. You must sing them, Jess. And to finish with, Nat Bass was there. She debuted her new partner. She did a huge sit-down interview in Stella last weekend. Says that she's moved on with a new partner, and she unveiled some photographs of her on Instagram. So that's all very good. You had a little chat with Nat Bass.
Yeah. Well, she introduced me to her partner, Pip. She was lovely. And then I'm going to be honest, I had a few gin and sodas by this point, and I'm an OG Rogue Traders fan. And there's one song I love called In Love Again. So Nat was standing there.
How does it go? I love this one. In love again.
So Nat's standing there, and I'm like, this is my time to just tell her how much I love that song.
Yeah.
So I turned to her, I'm like, Nat, I've just got to say, In Love Again is still on like my playlist. I listen to it at least once a week. I really love it. And it was quite noisy, and she turned to me and she said, it was so amazing. It's just so amazing when the crowd are singing back to you. I just really loved it.
Oh my God.
Wanted the ground to swallow me whole because she had no idea what I just said.
And it probably could have swallowed you whole because it was a giant puddle.
Yeah, actual. But all three ladies did an incredible job, Swanee.
night.
Shout out to Always Live and Visit Victoria for making it happen.
Yeah, I'm sad I don't leave the house.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissy Swan's Who Am I?
I'm so curious, aren't you, Lauren? Jack's just revealed to the listeners of the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova that he had KFC last night, and I can't be the only one that wants to know the exact order.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes,
Is it a
what-
Twister?
It wasn't, Lauren. I am very one note when it comes to
Zinger burger.
KFC. No, always an ultimate box.
Oh, and what's in the ultimate box?
You get a piece of chicken, I think a wing, you get a little burger, you get a chips, you get your gravy and mash, which I don't eat, and a Pepsi Max.
Can you please bring in the mash and gravy? That is my favourite.
I always throw it out. I'll start collecting them for you.
You throw out potato and gravy? That is
Yeah.
heinous. Lauren, let's not talk to him and let's not save him a seat in English next time. Lauren, now I've got $500 for you thanks to Queen Baking, but for each incorrect guess you make, I'm going to take away $100. All right? Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Clue number one. I am actually Australian. I want to say maybe regional Queensland or
Do you want me to
New
say
South
the place?
Wales, yeah.
Mullumbimby.
Mullumbimby, New South Wales. I am Australian, but I moved to LA at the age of 16 to pursue a career in music.
Oh, music. Ricky Lee.
No. Question number two. I have a son with rapper Playboy Carti, not his real name, and the baby's name is Onyx, which is his real name.
Yes. A little fun fact, when this person had this baby,
Yeah.
Playboy Carti. Yes!
It is Iggy Azalea. Well done.
Playboy Carti refused to sign the birth certificate. Didn't want a bar of the kid.
Oh, what a great guy. What a great guy. Lauren, that's $400 for you.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
That is amazing. I wonder what Iggy Azalea's doing.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I am at fever pitch excitement because the rumour is that Reputation, Taylor's version, is about to be released.
That is by far her best album, and I can't wait for it to be released. What?
Have you even listened to Folklore? Having said that, I will not throw shade on Reputation because that was my favourite album before Folklore.
When I can't fall asleep, I play Folklore.
Goodbye.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
You're a Swiftie and you need to admit it now.
I know. I'm really trying to stay in the closet about it.
The shade that you used to throw at me bears absolutely no power anymore because you love her.
I don't love her. I love Reputation.
That's a lie. You do love her. Okay, let's talk about Kim Kardashian, another woman we love. How does she find the time to survive her own life?
I know, it's exhausting. Like, obviously all stars and celebrities are busy, but she's like next level busy.
But like, I sorted out my Tupperware. I sorted out my Tupperware cupboard today.
Yeah.
It took me 4 hours.
Far out. Did you lose the will to live like an hour in?
Yes, I did. But she's not doing that, is she? She's
No.
too busy making movies for Netflix.
Wow.
Now, this is a big deal because Kardashians, the Keeping Up with the Kardashians used to be on
E.
Then they reinvented and changed the name to just the Kardashians and reappeared on Hulu.
Correct.
Since then, that has been an ironclad relationship. But now Kim Kardashian is going to star in a film on Netflix, La Scandale. It's called The Fifth Wheel. We were just talking about it and you said she will play the eponymous fifth wheel. Do you know what eponymous means?
It means the name of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she is playing the role of the fifth wheel, which is what the movie is named.
Cool. Now, you said it's a comedy, Swanee, and
Yes.
I'm a Kim fan, but I don't know if comedy is going to be
I
her
know what you mean,
dad?
but it's got a very good writing pedigree. Two of the writers from Saturday Night Live, Paula Pell and Janine Brito, very funny women, and they've worked with her before on SNL, so maybe that dynamic works.
Yeah, and she was actually funny on SNL.
Listen, I will watch it.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I
Absolutely.
will watch that. God, the amount of other rubbish I watch on Netflix, this sounds amazing. Now, you had a big weekend,
Yes.
but spare a thought for a man, a 37-year-old man, so a fair bit older than you, but take this as a warning, Jack. He had the world's longest known hangover after consuming 60 pints of beer. I've done a little calculation there. That's 34 litres of beer.
Wait,
So,
in one session?
yes, this is 2 litres that I'm holding up.
Yeah, your Frank Green water tank.
Yeah, so, shut up. 15 or 16 of them. 17 of them. 17 of them of beer. I mean, he's lucky to have a liver left. I just nearly broke my finger on my water tank. It was so heavy. And it's not even full. 4 weeks his hangover lasted. 4 weeks, Jack.
Does that mean he was like hospitalised and that's how he knew it went for so long? Like, how do you know this? How do you know it's still the hangover? How do you not know something more sinister's happening?
Well, thank you for asking. He was at hospital and he had a spinal tap, which is very, very painful. Where
What's that?
they take some liquid out of your spinal column. I know. They like put in a huge needle. I've had 3 because I'm too posh to push, as you know.
Duh.
And they do a similar vibe for a cesarean. Anyway, it's hell. And they took some liquid out of his spinal column, and they found out that through that a significant amount of pressure had built up around his brain from the drinking, and it took all that time to go down. 1 month.
Wow.
I know. The longest I had was like 2 weeks in lockdown.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Strap yourselves in. We've got a massive hour planned for you. But breaking news. Gen Z has cancelled leggings.
Have they?
Yes, they have. So I guess I don't care because I wear leggings every single day. Have you noticed that sometimes when I have to wear a proper outfit, like I'm going somewhere and I have to wear clothes, everybody goes, "Oh my God, you look nice."
Do I say that too?
Everybody does. Everybody does. I would be remiss not to mention that before the end of the show today, I'm going to fulfill my dream of becoming a game show host. Oh, yes, I'm going to be asking you to come on down, but not yet, because we've got to do Quizzy first.
We do. And the game you're speaking of, Swanee, is higher or lower.
Yes.
And to play, you've got to register your details via the Nova Player app or novafm.com.au.
If you don't think I've been on the phone to Larry M to getting all the tips and tricks, you'd be wrong.
Next, though, Chrissy's Quizzy returns.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
As usual, all the interesting stuff on the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova happens in the toilets here.
What?
At Nova, I just had a very weird situation and I apologise to whoever was in the stall next to me. I ran in, only had one song, so I quickly did a wee, and then I realised there was no toilet paper. What do you do? What do you do?
Oh, yeah.
And then I couldn't even improvise with an old roll. There was nothing. So I risked it and I got up and with my pants down, ran in. I wanted to go into the stall
Oh, my
next
God,
to
what
me.
a sight.
I wanted to go into the stall next to me, but it was engaged. And so the person is now listening to me, then go into the next one, tear some toilet paper, sort myself out, flush that, then go back to the original toilet and flush that. So apologies for the lady madness.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I wonder who it was. Celeste, don't you hate it when there's no toilet paper in the toilet?
Oh, sure do.
It's the worst. Well, have you ever had to resort to something very embarrassing or disgusting?
Oh, I'm glad to say I haven't. Thankfully, I've always had someone nice enough next to me to hand me some toilet paper.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I was going to say, you could have knocked on the stall and done an
I didn't, in
underneath
fairness
pass.
to me and my lady madness,
underneath.
I did not know that there was someone there. Wendy, you are doing the school pickup. You're doing God's work there, Wend.
Yes.
How old's your son?
He's 15. Well, almost 15, I should say. Yeah.
Well, should he be, spreading his wings a bit and catching the bus, or?
Well, he should be. He does more like flight training after school certain days of the week. And it's a bit tight to catch the bus and then for us to get there on time. So I'll go and pick him up.
You are the best. You are the best. All right, both of you.
Thanks.
You're in with a chance for this Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. It's the best of 5. Your names are your buzzers. Let's go. Christina Aguilera performed in which Australian city on Saturday night?
Wendy.
Yes, Wendy.
Perth?
No, Melbourne. It was the only Australian show that she's doing, in and out. Question number 2. Bogey, birdie and eagle are terms that belong to which sport?
Wendy.
Celeste.
Yes, Wendy.
Golf?
Yes, it is golf. There's a line there, but I'm not going to do it. Question number 3. Question number 3. 13 years ago today, Taylor Swift, our queen, released this song. What is it called, ladies?
Celeste.
Yes, Celeste.
Trouble?
I'm going to give it to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, okay.
Question number 4. What is the key ingredient in the falafel that I made for my son and my family on Sunday for his birthday?
Celeste.
Oh,
Who do you think?
I think it was Wendy.
I think
but
it was
the
Wendy
Celeste
too.
was just a bit louder, but the
Yeah.
got in. Wendy?
Is it chickpeas?
I will accept chickpeas or fava beans. Question number 5.
That is 2 points to Wendy, 1 point to Celeste. Wendy, this is for the win.
Paris Hilton, in a most confusing post, I still can't work out whether Paris Hilton is expecting this baby girl or whether she's already here.
We need to do a deep dive on this before 4 p.m.
But what has she named her daughter? London.
London. I love that name.
That one goes begging. Question number 6. Salt water and fresh water are 2 varieties of which animal?
Oh, Wendy.
Yes, Wendy.
Is it a crocodile?
It is a crocodile, Wendy. Good on you for all that good school picking up work that you're doing. You have got yourself a Money Can't Buy Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. Well done.
Thank you. That's so exciting. Thanks.
Good one, mate.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
What is the one thing that takes you back to your grandparents' house? It is a very specific object or food or bowl or smell that takes you back there immediately. On the weekend for my son's birthday, he turned 15, Leo. Can you believe it? That little boy in the jungle is now a man.
Nuts.
Incredible. But he's a huge fan of Sushi Mango, which took the world by storm a few years ago and are now going on a global tour. I mean, they're incredible. 3 Italian guys from Melbourne who uploaded hysterical little skits about their own cultural background on Instagram. You might remember them from stuff like this.
All right, let's go. Hey, Ma, I'm going. Put on a jacket. That was my school jacket from when I was 13. It's still a brand new. Just put on the jacket, man. Put on a jacket. Put on a jacket. Hey, man, what's going on? Shut up. But, Ma, I'm not cold. Ma, it's not his fault. Oh, please put on the jacket. I said put on a jacket.
So funny. We all fell in love with them, my son included. Well, those guys have opened a restaurant called Johnny Vincent Sam's or Johnny Sammy's and Vincent, something like that in Lygon Street. Very hard to get a table, but I managed to get one and took Leo there for dinner. Fantastic Italian food. Like properly amazing.
I had no idea that this was theirs. I've seen it on Instagram, but it never clicked.
It's theirs.
Because they have their own wine now as well, don't they?
Yes.
Wow.
Right. And you walk in and it's like walking into Nonna's house.
Right.
From the 70s or 80s or 90s or 50s. I mean, it's timeless. The tablecloths are lace with plastic over them. It's like you're in the good room. The crockery comes out. Everything is served on. Do you remember years ago, Coles had a like a loyalty program where you bought in your receipts or coupons and you were given dinner sets in exchange?
No, how sick is that?
Apparently, Italian mamas and nonnas loved this, and they still all eat off them. All the crockery is that free Coles stuff. Instead of fancy salt and pepper, it's your Saxa.
Yeah, great.
You know, they've got like a Rococo chair with a yellow cut ashtray down near the bathrooms. All the bathrooms are like, Laminex and glazed.
Yes.
It is a dream come true, right? It is you are in the good room at Nonna's house.
I love that attention to detail.
And the bill comes to you in an old Teledex or Refidex, I think it's called. No, Teledex, which every house had in the 80s and 90s, but I think particularly European people loved it. It was a like a phone directory where you wrote down all your numbers and then you'd hit it open. That's what the bill comes in.
Cool.
And I posted a photo of that on Instagram and I was inundated with people saying, oh my God, I haven't seen this one like this since Nonna's or Oma's or Opa's or Granddad's. And it just got me thinking those beautiful specific memories. For me, it is a brass relief of Jesus at his Last Supper.
Right.
Every time I see anything like that, Catholic, Jesus-y, Jesus and Mary, I just go straight to Gran's living room.
For me, it's a mint slice. I always remember Gran and Pop had the mint slices.
And they are the best.
Oh.
Were they proper Arnott's mint slices?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good on them. Nat, what is the one thing that takes you back to your grandparents' house?
The one thing that would remind me of my grandparents' house is like the hokey pokey. I would dance to it in the kitchen with her while we were waiting to make coffee.
Oh, my God. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot. Is it that one?
Yeah.
And
Mum would take us to visit and, we'd, spend the day making pasta together and stuff, and then we'd make a coffee. And while we were waiting for the coffee to brew, we'd be singing and dancing to that.
Oh, isn't it magical? And did she use one of those stove-top Bialetti?
We'd use it's called a macchinetta.
It's a macchinetta. Oh, my God, I'm so jealous. Cynthia, what is the one thing that takes you straight back to your grandparents' house?
Hair rollers. Anytime I see hair rollers, I think of my nan.
Yes.
She makes us roll her hair.
Yes.
Fill her hair. And those cakes that you buy in Coles and Woolies with the cardboard underneath covered in plastic.
Yes.
Say, I've baked you a cake, but then she'd take it out of the plastic and put it on her plate.
Just a word about the rollers. You've taken me back. My gran had a set of Carmen brand rollers, and if you had the misfortune of standing on one, it would perforate your foot completely. Were your grans the same ones?
Oh, I've got no idea what they were. I think my sister had the job of curling the hair.
They were so sharp, though. It was like torture.
Ow.
Thank you so much for your call. Debbie, what is the one thing that takes you back to your grandparents?
Well, my cousins and I always remember that Grandma used to always have a bowl of lollies when we always visited. But for me specifically, she always made me feel special because she made a cup of tea in a very pretty cup and saucer.
Oh, how wonderful. What a gorgeous tradition.
And when she passed away, I kept that cup and saucer and I've still got it in my cupboard, and it's pink with a gold rim, and I just feel so special when I use it.
Have a cup of tea in that today in honour.
There's nothing like having a tea with a saucer.
I agree.
So fancy.
I agree.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And I'm about to live my dream.
Think you know a bargain? Head to the Reject Shop and enjoy really low prices every day.
Chrissy Swan's higher or lower?
There is not a single thing about this job that I dislike. I wake up in the morning and I cannot wait to get here. But when I get to be Larry Emder and play higher or lower for the Reject Shop, it does not get better than that, Stacey, does it?
No, it sounds like so much fun.
It is so much fun. And you're here too, Stacey. We're here together. All right? Yes. I've got a big ticket with your name on it, and I'm going to stick it on you, and I'm going to say, come on down, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Really creepy.
Is it? Is it creepy when a woman says it? I know it was creepy when a man said it to me. All right, let's do this. Don't forget, saving on essential items is so important, especially with the cost of living going up. Rethink where you spend. Lord knows we must by heading to the Reject Shop. We've got Stacey here. I've got an item that I've picked up at the Reject Shop. You're lucky that it's in one piece because I love these. And I've also got a guide to how much the item cost me. Once the timer starts, we will start playing higher or lower, and all you have to do is guess the correct price to win $1,000 cash, Stacey. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
All right, today's item, one of the greats, Twisties, the party bag. Imagine it in your mind. It's those, you've got like the small, the snack bags, the small ones, the medium ones, and then the giant ones.
Oh, my God. They're my favourite.
Mine too. 275 grams. They are priced between $2 and $5. Stacey, Where are you starting?
$3.75.
Stacey,
What?
yes, it is $3.75.
I love Christie's. They're my favourite.
Oh my God! You've got.
I had them when I was pregnant with my baby.
Oh my God, me too. I was a chicken twisty girl with Kit, but you are definitely a cheese twisty girl. The party bags just won you $1,000 thanks to the reject shop.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Oh my God!
Unbelievable.
Chrissy's
We
clickbait.
finally got to the bottom of this Paris Hilton news, all right? I saw her recently. Somewhere, she definitely was not pregnant. And yet today, this weekend, well, over Thanksgiving, she's announced the birth of her daughter. Surrogate, of course. Her son was born 11 months ago via surrogate. And this new daughter, whose name is London, was also born via surrogate.
Congratulations, Paris.
Congratulations, please. Have I turned my microphone?
Yeah,
No.
you're back.
I'm back. Can we just please take a moment to enjoy this song? And naughty. I love the way she says naughty. Naughty.
Her reality show, Paris in Love, with Carter, is coming back for a second season this week.
I just love Paris Hilton. She's much maligned. She's actually a very clever lady.
I wonder if Baby London will have the same head as Baby Phoenix. It's an interesting...
What sort of head? What sort of head has Baby Phoenix got? The son, an
Just a-
11-month-old infant. What do you?
Just a unique head, I think.
In what way?
Don't know, just a bit, just unique to Phoenix.
Everybody's features are unique to them, Jack.
Especially Phoenix.
Now, there's a few little bits and bobs I want to talk about this. It's lovely. She's always said, ever since she was a little girl, that one day she would like to have a little girl, and if she did, she would name her London. She said, that's always been my dream ever since I was little, because I just love the idea of London and Paris together. So this child was named decades ago. I love that. And if you're interested in why she chose to give birth via surrogacy, I mean, it's the ultimate outsourcing, and I am here for it. I did as much outsourcing as I could as a normal person, in that I went elective Caesars for all three.
Yeah,
I
great.
have no regrets.
Too posh to push.
But you know what? We did it for the same reasons, me and Paris Hilton. She goes, I am terrified of childbirth. Absolutely terrified of it.
Were you the same?
Oh, are you joking?
I did not know this about you.
Yeah, that's why I did it, because I was terrified. Nothing scared me more. It's like, I mean, it was the top of my list of phobias almost.
Did it almost put you off having kids, the idea that you'd have to do that, or did you just always know you'd go elective Caesar?
Well, I hadn't thought about it.
Right.
I hadn't really thought about it, and then all of a sudden, the baby was in there and I knew it had to come out. And I was
Somehow.
I was breathing into a paper bag, and my obstetrician said, you are very anxious about this. And I was like, I can't do it. And he said, elective Caesar, what day are you free?
Don't. Yeah.
Go and get a blowaway first. See you
Great.
there. So that's why we both did that. We were both terrified. Speaking of Megan babies, Planet Earth 3 is currently on the streamers. It's is it on the streamers? Which one? I'm trying to find out. I don't know that. Anyway, David Attenborough, amazing. All the kids are going to watch it. But there is a scene that is really shaking people to their very foundations, as Kylie would say. There's two frogs that meet each other and get it on. Have a listen.
He has spent all winter hibernating under the ice.
Oh, has he?
But now it's time to wake up.
Ooh, it is time. It is time to wake up. And if it's in the French Alps, I'll tell you very gently what occurred between between the two frogs. A little bit of this was playing.
Can I just say, the frogs they were quite delicate when going at it.
That little gentle thrust.
Yeah, it was just a real gentle thrust.
Really?
Every 4 seconds, 5 seconds.
Well, they're amphibians, and they're small, and they've just got just a gentle. Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Do you like the whole French Alps and then the French frogs and this Serge Gainsbourg?
Beautiful
it's a great
song.
It is a great song. Hey, I need to give you an update because you set me a challenge on the weekend, Big Little Lies.
Did you watch it?
And I have watched the first episode and I Love it.
Yes, I'm so happy.
I love it. Laura Dern, Reese Witherspoon,
Nicole,
she's fabulous in it. And that one that just could be anybody on the street working at the local fish and chip shop. What's her name?
Who's...
Shailene Woodley.
Yes, yeah.
She just looks like everyone you've ever known. I love that about it. When she was walking up to the car, I was like, I know those legs. I went to school with her. You've got a recommendation for me.
There's a show that's coming this Wednesday to Netflix that I'm really excited about. It's called Bad Surgeon, Love Under the Knife. Now,
oh my God.
The description, this tells you everything you need to know. Dr. Paolo is world famous for his revolutionary stem cell-infused windpipe transplant.
Oh.
There's just one problem. His patients keep dying.
Is it real life?
Real life.
Oh my God, I am in. And I am in for tomorrow. Make sure you're listening because we could give away $1,000 exactly like we did today.
Sure could. Make sure you register via the Nova Player app.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.